It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we've got ourselves a rematch of last year's NFC title game. It's the Packers and the Buccaneers on Thursday night.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
And at one point, he announced to the NFL world that he had accomplished everything he needed to and was going to retire, but then reversed that decision. And I think everyone who likes football loves the fact that he's still out there throwing it around and still at the top of his game. In a career that's seen and accomplished just about everything, he figured there's always room to add to that legacy.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Brady now to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. From the 45 on 2nd down, Brady. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Up the gut, Fournette. 5 yards on the carry. From the 41, Brady. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And what was amazing to me was the fact he was able to get as much on the ball as he did because he was on the run. Normally, when you're on the move like that, you don't expect the ball to go that far. You would think you need your lower body to be involved. That was an all-arm throw.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Chase Claypool from 13 yards out. And the Packers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
The try here for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now Brady. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he is going to have the Bucs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah, and you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness, that's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
He'll get this to about the 38. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Fournette. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. This is caught by Evans. He's got room at the 30, and they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Fournette, a first down carry. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Here's Brady to throw. And he's got it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Cameron Brate from 4 yards out. And the Bucs have regained the lead. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there with a pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is now 10-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This one swung out here to Jones. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tom Brady and the Tampa offense getting set to go once again. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. A handoff to Fournette. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And down by a field goal, they'll take over with excellent field position following the interception. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. Able to slither by. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Touchdown! Chase Claypool. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys have now moved out in front in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 14-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception,
going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
To throw again on 2nd down, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Rodgers going to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Brady now on first down. There's Evans again, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. Brady's throw there complete, and they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Brady. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Brady, the tight end's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Brady to his tight end, Brady, for the Tampa Bay first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Brady again. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. A shotgun give to Fournette. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Succop's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lob one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there.
Fournette once more on second down.
And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Good games galore in that Sunday lineup. We'll highlight the one going on in Atlanta. A big one for the Falcons, as they'll square off against the Jacksonville Jaguars. In the late afternoon games, the place to be might very well be Denver, Colorado, where it'll be the Broncos. Good stuff to follow on the West Coast in the afternoon window, one being out in Las Vegas, where it will be the Raiders. And then on Monday night, folks, you are in for a treat. They've got a good one lined up between the Dallas Cowboys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. And on now to a check on the next-gen stats in that first half for the Packers. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. On second down, here's Rodgers.
That's complete to Dobbs. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Rodgers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing now is Brady. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Brady.
He'll get this one complete to Darden. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
That's on Shaq Mason, the guard.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Now Brady.
Open man is Brady downfield.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. A gain there of 21 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Brady to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
Back to throw here.
Going across the formation, there's Otten with it.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
To throw is Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cameron Brate, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bucs have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. So a very strong first drive in the 2nd half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that gives him a 3-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Now Rodgers.
Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Well, time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Bucs on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 7. Up the gut, Fournette. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Now they'll throw with Brady. Underneath, he's got Brady. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man has got it. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Brady now to throw.
Otten brings it in over the middle. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And this is caught by Evans.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard.
Brady's throw taken in by Evans here.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Throwing on first down is Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady caught on the slant.
Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Leonard Fournette, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bucs go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 10. A minute 54 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Rodgers finds his man, Dobbs.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Rodgers' throw taken in there by Crowder. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Rodgers. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Rodgers to throw.
That's taken in by Watson.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
To throw is Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle.
And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Now Rodgers.
Throwing the out route, and Crowder makes the catch.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
The point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the clock sits at 16 seconds as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
One part of tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game 1 of many to come sitting next to you. Really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the better games are still on their way, but I'm glad that we got started.
So for the Buccaneers, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.